He does, and also in the subtext of this latter, he is emphasising that the plan, the tax cuts, and indeed, crucially, the supply-side reform that we were expecting to see in the next 2 weeks, culminating on the 31st of October with the medium-term growth plan, whether or not that can now go ahead or not, is completely up in the air. But the Chancellor was emphasising that this was a joint vision that should be carried forward. He says, I believe that your vision was the right one. Now, perhaps this is setting himself up to say that if the Prime Minister now U-turns from that vision, he might be a bit of a thorn in her side from the backbenches. Who is to say? But something else doing the rumour rounds right now is it may well be that the Chancellor is not the only head to roll at the Treasury. There is one rumour doing the rounds that further Treasury ministers may well be for the TROP. And who could that be? Perhaps Chris Philp, the Chief Secretary to the Treasury, someone that was reportedly enthusiastically behind the 45p top rate of tax cuts, that proposal that was then later dropped. Potentially, he may well be out of the Treasury too. I have to say, just a rumour, and at times like these, rumours do swirl. It is frantic, it is frenetic, and I've got to say, members of Parliament are not only angry, but also many of them bemused. There are some independent commentators who are saying, what is this meant to achieve? Will the sacking of this Chancellor calm the markets? It's unlikely so. Will it make gilt yields go back down again? Probably not. To many, this looks like a government in panic mode that doesn't know how to handle this tricky situation. I'm just going to check. A door is opening at number 11 Downing Street, and it's the Chancellor. Is the Conservative Party incapable of cutting taxes, Chancellor? The Chancellor there now getting into his government car for the last time, being driven away down Downing Street. The country currently without a Chancellor, as Kwasi Kwarteng there leaves the gates of Downing Street, zooming off, perhaps to go back to his home in Greenwich, which is also the home of the Prime Minister, or at least before she moved in to number 10. It's hard to state the level of allyship that these two individuals have. They live near each other in their family homes in London. Yeah. They entered Parliament together in 2010. They wrote a book together. They have been rising through the ministerial ranks together for many years now. They are so very linked, and yet now he has been sacked by her.
And also being Anaraki about these things, having done enough state occasions to have a passing knowledge of the geography of London. The